Okay, so let's make this program slightly more sophisticated by, instead of simply writing out the string hello, we'll put that string in a variable called greeting, and then we'll write out the value of the variable greeting. So we went through this with MATLAB right at the beginning. Let's do it again now with C++ and see if there are any differences or what they are. So what I want to do is I want to say greeting equals hello, and then I want to write out the string greeting. Okay, and let me just modify the comments to reflect the change that we're going to make. Okay, so naively you would think this would work, but this won't work. If you try to compile this with F7 build solution, it fails and it says undeclared identifier greeting. And this is because in C++ you have to declare all the variables you're going to use and give them a type. Okay, so if you know that greeting is going to be a string, you can declare it like this. So, and you can put a comment if you like, inline, and that still won't work because actually string is something you have to include. So if you're going to use variables of the type string, then you need to include string at the top of your program. Tell the preprocessor to get the tools for using strings, and then you can declare them, and then you can create them. So that creates the string greeting and gives it the value hello with a new line, and then this writes out the string. So this should compile now. Okay, I pressed F7, built the solution, it says 1 succeeded, so that's great. And now if we run that like we did before, start without debugging, the effect is exactly the same. Sooner or later you're going to get tired of always typing std : and you can save yourself from having to do that by declaring something at the top of the program called a namespace. So using namespace std means that you can now remove all these std : and this is telling the compiler that if you don't put anything in front of this function, it's going to look for it in the namespace std. Right, so that will compile, and that will do exactly the same thing, of course, as previously.